everybody.
Envoy 3059J, center climb, maintain level 230.
This is Christian Rabens from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm one of the iTechs down there.
I've been 5011, 29.2, descending 240.
You got the part in the radio transmission.
5811J, center to maintain level 190.
I have to listen to ATC to make sure that I stay where I need to be. So pardon the interruptions in there, but I figured, you know, since one of the questions was what's my favorite thing to do in my spare time, or what do I enjoy, I'd have to say that this is it. Getting in my plane and flying somewhere. Like right now, for instance, me and my nephew and my Shih Tzu puppy are flying to Orlando, Florida, to go to Disney World. I've been in iTech for about 2.5 years now, I guess. I'm in the Charleston, South Carolina area. I absolutely love being in iTech. It gives me the freedom to do the things that I enjoy to do, you know, enjoy doing, like, you know, flying and taking trips, being able to take a vacation whenever I please. And it's really good money. I mean, I wouldn't be able to afford, you know, this hobby if it wasn't for iCracked. Because of iCracked that all this is possible. Let's see here. What else does it say? Oh yeah, I became an iTech. I was actually in a water skiing accident.
Envoy 3059, correct to Alma.
And I got wrapped around the ski rope and almost tore my right arm completely off. And while I was recovering from that, I had to basically be on disability for about a year. And you know, through physical training and everything like that, I was able to get my arm back up operational again for a while through the doctors.
Envoy 3059, clear to deviate south of course 1 able direct Alma.
For a while there, the doctors didn't even know if I was even going to be able to use it anymore. They thought that it would be paralyzed. But through a lot of hard work and physical therapy, I got it working again. What happened was I basically, because I was walking around with my arm in a sling, I was getting out of my car, had my iPhone in my lap, and I basically, when I went to stand up,
Bangle 41, have your request.
The iPhone fell from my pocket. I mean, from my lap onto the concrete and smashed to smithereens. Of course, cracked the screen, just like same story I've heard millions of times from my clients. Went online to find, to figure out what to do. You know, me being the jack of all trades, you know, I'll fix it myself type person I am. I came across, I Googled iPhone repair, came across iCracked.com.
Decimal center, Brickyard 3420, 78, climb to 1515,000.
I decided to...
3420, J, center climb, maintain level 230.
Climb, maintain level 230, Brickyard 3420.
I decided to go ahead and get my do-it-yourself kit from them, and moments after I ordered my kit, I noticed on there that it said...
go ahead.
Any route reports for our climb out today?
Brickyard 3420, no complaints on the ride in the car.
Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, I noticed that
Bangle 41, descend to maintain 11,000, Savannah altimeter 2984.
So I immediately, did all the reading and the research.
November 542, Bravo Alpha, contact Jack Center 127.87.
What an awesome company iCracked was, and how they were, this awesome company. I read about all the articles that they had in Forbes magazine and TechCrunch and like Inc. magazine and all the different news outlets and media that they had published to their website, and I was just thoroughly impressed with what it was that they had to offer. And at that point, I decided that I would, basically get the startup kit and give it a shot. It'd be a nice little, when you're on on disability, your pay is not so great. So I decided right then and there to go ahead and get the do-it-yourself kit, and I figured it could be a little side job while I was in recovery. got really good at it really fast. You know, back then iCracked didn't have all the training material that they have now. We didn't have Ed Waldrop yet. We just had you know, basically, here's your kit. Here's a link to some YouTube videos, and give us a call. You know, call one of your iTech managers if you have any trouble. And basically, in the beginning, I learned and I got it down pat, like
Tango 41, just waiting on a handoff, standby.
Really, really quickly. I mean, I figured it out, and I was on track with fixing iPhones within just like a week or so. I was really starting to cook. You know, started out slow, of course. You know, I only made, you know, maybe 6 to 8 repairs a week at the beginning. I'm averaging like 8 a day now. So, you know, it's been...
Delta 1983, J Center, calling maintain level 220, Quebec Dublin.
It was definitely a hard learning experience to get there, and I probably drove my iTech manager at the time absolutely crazy because I was on the phone with him all the time. But I got through it, and from what they tell me at iCracked, I know I'm one of their most productive techs.
Tango 41, contact Buford approach 292.125.
Which I find extremely cool that is so. You know, I just feel proud to be part of such an awesome company.
Envoy 3059, Roger.
And I absolutely love you know, the money and the freedom that I'm able to have with this type of career. What else can I say? Let me look at...
And center for QO 3420.
QO 3420, go ahead.
Yeah, we're looking at the radar. We see a nice storm over Savannah. Can we do a direct, say, Charleston right now?
So yeah,
QO 3420, standby.
Craziest story I ever heard.
AC 5811, descend via the Looney 1 arrival, runway 26, Brunswick altimeter 2986.
Craziest story I ever heard.
Descend via the Looney 1, AC
sorry, guys.
5811.
I know it's annoying with this radio going off in your ear. Craziest story I ever heard was a guy, he was visiting from somewhere out of state. He was on business, and he had his entire presentation in his iPad. He had you know, done like a keynote type thing with his iPad.
Delta 1983, 5 right of course is approved, unable to wake up one.
And he was absolutely 100%
QO 3420, correct to Charleston.
to get his iPad up and running because he needed this presentation in like an hour to be able to do his job. If he couldn't get his iPad up and running, he wasn't going to be able to do his job. And he had traveled, you know, from far away to do this thing, and it looked like it was not going to happen. So basically, what had happened to his iPad is he basically was driving, and he had stopped to get a cup of coffee or something, and he put the iPad on the roof of his car. He drove, you know, he got in his car, got on the interstate, and when he got
November
up to about...
325 Mike Romeo, changed to my frequency 132.902.
When he got up to about...
Sorry, 132.902.
45, 50 miles an hour, he heard it slide off the roof of the car, and he looked in his rear view mirror.
November 6337 X-ray Jack Center, Savannah,
just in
altimeter
time to see
2984.
the car behind him run it over. He actually had to go down the interstate, take the off ramp, circle back, get back on the same on ramp that he had, previously was on.
Mike Romeo, Roger, Savannah, altimeter 2984.
And he had to, run across 3 lanes of traffic to go find it and pick it up. He got it. It was completely pancake. The frame of it was all bent to hell. It was completely destroyed. The digitizer and the LCD on it. So I got him to meet me at a Starbucks. He put in a dispatch notification through the app. Found me. I contacted him. Within 15 minutes, I was sitting at a Starbucks with him. I was able to get the iPad completely operational again. Everything except for the microphone. I don't know what was going on with the logic board, but for some reason, the FaceTime microphone wouldn't work.
AV Lima 824 J Center.
Which he absolutely didn't care about. It wasn't a factor for him at all. So he he was just happy that he could go plug his iPad into, the screen so he could do his presentation for this big, huge, important business meeting he had.
070 AC, 5811, good day.
He ended up giving me like a $40 tip. And just went on and on and on and on and on about how thankful he was that I was,
contact Atlanta Center 128.1.
that I was able to get that up and running for him again. He said that I basically saved his life, saved his job, because of me. He was not, he was able to go do his thing, and basically not get trouble from his job or make the sale or whatever it was that he was trying to do. He was able to go do it. And to him, that was worth every bit of the value that I offered him, by being able to fix his iPad and get it up and running again.
November 15850, contact Jack's approach 127.0.
Contact Jack's approach at 127. Come back.
November 15850, Jack's approach 127.0.
127.2, 850. Hang on a second, guys. Jack's approach, Cherokee 15850. Hang on just a second, guys. Jack's approach, Cherokee 15850. Hold on a second, guys. I got to get this frequency. Jack's approach, Cherokee 15850. Jack's approach, Cherokee 15850 is not able to contact on 127.2.
Alright, couple calling there. AC 5202, say again. AC 5202, Jack Center, climb, maintain, follow 230. And Navy Lima 824, say again.
So as you guys can see, guys, I'm pretty busy right here. I need to kind of fly the airplane, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I might turn on a little bit later, and if I think of anything else interesting to say. But if not, it's really cool talking to you guys. I hope I get to come out to LA and meet you and get to be a part of the production that you guys are doing. Anyway, I gotta contact this tower, this ATC control center. Goodbye for now.
November 15850, contact Jack.